today.
Just a little bit of the barrel.
So, the channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventure on So Many Levels. We're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo! Dungeons and
Ooh, Dungeons and
Dragons!
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I am Christiana Ellis, and I am the Dungeon Master this evening. Our players tonight, Jenny Meltzer as Zaleen.
I feel really funny, you guys. Like, haha, funny.
Paul Fisher as Zinhorn Windborn.
Good evening.
Starla Hutchton as Carolina Swift.
Hello, friends.
And Mark Kilfoyle as Nedry Shiny Rock.
This place does raise questions and itches.
So, when last we left our heroes, the Pocket Protectors, they had ventured back into this demi-plane of extra-dimensional demon fungus to rescue the many of people who had been pulled in against their will and apparently infected with these demonic spores, leaving them to be apparently mindless fungus zombies. Can they be saved? We hope so. But there is a tower, and at the top of that tower is something giving off a
There's
maddening
a
light that seems
no.
related, and your various investigations have led you to believe that this substance, this presence, this light, this fungus is all related to a demon lord. A demon lord once vanquished by none other than the heroes of legend, but perhaps in the
we know that?
process of being reborn. It was a suspicion.
Mm.
Yeah, it was not like confirmed or anything. It was more just like this, like the fungus and everything, because the demon lord fought by the heroes of legend was the demon lord of rot and decay.
I've got a theory. It might be bunnies.
In any case, you made your way to the base of this tower through clever application of animate objects and some just good old-fashioned running. And then you climbed through the tower facing various plant-based evils. And we left off just as you were about to emerge onto the roof to confront whatever you might find there. But right now you're still at the base of those stairs before you would go up on the roof. So, Pocket Protectors. You are also there with your Grey Render companion Buster and the Priestess of Solomonia, Essel. What would you like to do?
Not go into the light.
Well, I mean, that is always an option. You can just kind of look up the stairs and see where the light's coming in and just say, you know what, never mind.
No, that's not very like us.
Heck these people. I mean, we should probably like take an assessment, make sure everybody's doing okay. Like, does anybody need healing or anything?
I'm going to cast Death Ward on Buster.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
All right.
At
I'm
level
like,
2.
I can help with that if anybody is like, I don't know where everyone's at with.
I'm at 35 of 73 with 15
Oh,
temporary hit
yes.
points.
I will help you then. I will take Zaleen's hand and I shall cast. Where's my thingy thing? We'll cast Cure Wounds.
So
Should I put a tag on Buster to?
Oh,
I
sorry.
have put one on him. I've already got up the map that you'll have when you emerge onto the roof. So I've got that
Yay,
ready.
1.
Okay.
yeah, that was not very effective.
Well, don't
You
remember.
get to add
well,
your
don't-
modifier?
Yeah. It's the D8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which would be charisma for you.
4.
So
plus 4,
5.
so 5 total. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that it didn't automatically add that.
Yeah, I don't
Weird.
know. In any case, though, just for mechanic purposes, Mark, are you still going to run Buster?
Sure.
And was someone running Essel?
I was.
Okay, you want to keep
Yep.
doing that?
It's the priest, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, yep. I already brought it up.
Great. And I know that she had taken some damage, but was not like terribly injured. If-
Yeah, I have everything written down from
Great.
last week.
Perfect. Okay, so the presence on the roof awaits you whenever you're
If
ready.
you can avoid it, don't look at it directly, I think, but that's going to be difficult. Whatever it is.
I'm going to, before we go up the stairs, I'm going to reach over and cast resistance on Carolina.
Okay.
So
What does that do?
for the next minute, you can add a D4 to any one of your saving throws.
Is it just for one of them, or is it any of them for a minute?
It's like any one,
Okay, right.
Yeah.
It's like
Um,
guidance, but for saving throws.
but for saving throws. Yep.
Right.
All right.
As
Uh,
time passed on the protection from evil and good, it's a 10-minute thing. So we only just had the few combats.
Okay.
Is it
Well,
still-
so I mean, I think I don't think we've had meaningful time passing since you entered the tower.
Okay. And that's currently on Zaleen, I believe.
Yeah.
Has anyone lost the hit points from aid?
I have not.
I
mean,
did, but I got 15 temporary from something else.
Well, while
That
aid
Nedry
is
cast.
active, though, it increases your maximum, so you can heal that back.
You have protective versus bonus hit points in you, Zaleen, from
Mhm.
Nedry.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
I really wish I had some time to research.
Time is one thing we do not have a lot of.
Do we want to? I'm gonna get ready with darkness. I'm not gonna cast it or anything, but I'm just gonna sort of get it prepared just in case.
Okay.
Do you need to
Um,
see where the darkness goes?
No, I mean, like once I cast it, I can't see through it, and neither can anybody else. But I'm not gonna cast it if we don't need to.
Well, if it does inhibit the effect of the light, since we aren't likely to be looking at it anyway, it won't be any worse, us not being able to see through the darkness as opposed to looking away from the light.
Yeah, but I mean, what if we have to see? Like once
What
we
if
get in
it's-
there,
What if it's a thing and not this demon that's creating the light? Like, what if the demon made this enchanted object or found something dangerous that, we could destroy or something?
Well,
That's a
I was
possibility.
considering that it might be a night. No, shoot, brain.
Midnight Stone?
Midnight Stone. But I didn't detect it when I was farther away, and I don't really have that ready for detecting now.
Well, I guess we're gonna go in blind, so to speak.
yeah.
Well, that's why
I
the
will-
darkness wouldn't bother me as much. If it had any tangible
Oh.
effect on the power, the other part of the power, because even when you're looking away, it still has some effect on you. But if the darkness could block that effect, that would be handy.
Yeah, definitely. So I will go tentatively first.
Let me cast Blessed first.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Bless at second level. So I can get 4 of you, which is the 3 of you, and the other cleric,
Essel.
Essel.
What does that do? You get a
Uh,
D4.
Mhm.
You get a D4 that
To-
you can add to an attack roll or a saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna stick to the back because I'm more effective there.
Okay. So
Nedry, do you want to be behind me?
Fairly close to the front, yeah.
Okay.
okay.
I figured you'd want to take notes.
Try to see what I see before I can't see anything.
So who's leading? Is it
Me.
Zaleen and Nedry in front?
Mhm.
Carolina
I'll
towards the
be-
back.
Yep, I'll be behind Zaleen and Nedry.
Okay.
Tell Buster not to charge in.
Okay.
That's on Zinhorn, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like, try to tell him not to just run in.
Okay.
All right.
I'll keep the cleric close.
So as you climb the stairs to reach the roof, the stairs lead to an opening that is facing one side of the tower compared to where the side that you entered from, and you saw some of this from a distance, but now that you're here, you are emerging at the top of this tower, a tower that is now covered with these enormous fungal growths, and you realize that as where you emerge, you know, as you were to turn left and go around the perimeter of this tower, there is sort of a central structure on top that is, smaller than the top floor, the roof, if you follow me. Well, how about I just go ahead and show the map? And so you have emerged here, but you can see that this sort of a glass atrium like structure is glowing with light that you can't really see anything through, except that there appears to be an opening towards the front of it. And you are emerging. For the sake of just mechanical stuff on this map, we see all of these enormous fungal growths, but let's just imagine that they are all sort of extending upward and aren't physical obstructions to where you are standing. So they are, you are basically underneath them, even if the token would look like it's on top, right? Does that
I'm
make
still
sense?
seeing the old map.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't moved you
Yeah,
on
me
there. I
too.
put it on the stream, but no, it's fine. That's on me. So there you go.
I like refreshed my thing. and
So
everything.
you're at the very top of this map now.
Okay.
All right. So you can see that the roof of this building is about 80-foot square, but there is a 30-foot diameter circular structure made of glass in the center of that, where light is pouring out of, and there appears to be a doorway in the in one side of that, the one side that faces the front of the building.
I don't think we saw much of this tower before, but Nedry would ask Essel.
Was that glass part of the tower before?
Yes, I mean that was part of the structure, but it didn't have. I mean, it wasn't a lighthouse or anything. It didn't glow. Whatever's giving off that light wasn't there.
Well, that's good. It
I
means
mean,
it's not recreating buildings.
I just
Just
know
growing
what I
things.
saw when I saw the tower, and I didn't work in this building.
Okay.
All I have is Tabitha's word that it was storage. Perhaps it looks almost as if it were once a greenhouse of some kind.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Hmm. I'm still not
Here's
entirely
a
convinced
druid
there's
when
not
you
a
need
midnight
one.
stone involved. Sorry, what?
I said, where's a druid when you need one?
So, as you're kind of having this initial conversation, all of a sudden, all of you telepathically in your heads hear a voice. You have come. And this voice is, you know, it's psychic in your head, not audible, but it is painful in its intensity. It You're not taking damage at this time, but it hurts to hear this voice.
Did everybody else hear that?
Mhm.
Yep.
Ouch.
Okay.
Um, so what do you think, Nedry?
Well, it's intelligent. That's probably bad. It also expects us. Huh.
Mhm.
It might be reasoned with or talked to.
So
Although,
you can talk
it
in
talks-
brains.
yeah, it's a lot louder than I am.
Has the betrayer sent you to finish his work?
Don't know who that is.
Ask it what the betrayer was doing. Because maybe
Well,
it
Don't
means
you think it can hear us?
I don't know. Can you hear us?
Yes,
What was the betrayer doing?
the betrayer promised rejuvenation and granted it, but only within a prison of celestial wards.
Oh. Do you think he's talking about the adversary?
I think so.
I
We
think
hate that
so.
guy.
There's a moment where all of you suddenly feel as though your thoughts are being rifled through, like in the card catalog at a library. It says, "Yes, the betrayer."
Oh.
Do,
Well,
do you think you could turn down the light a little bit so we can, talk? It's very hard to think. It's very bright.
He betrayed us too.
The light is only painful because you resist it.
Yeah, because we like our own minds.
do you have a name that we could call you rather than just sort of voice?
I was once Shikusata, demon lord of rot and decay, but I am becoming.
Becoming what?
That is to be determined.
What do you want to become?
Mortals, come to me. Join with me, and you will find protection from that which you fear. The dreams
Seems-
cannot penetrate the power of my collective.
No, we don't have dreams.
We figured out how to take care of those, but thank you very much for the offer.
You have dreams?
What is it that you want?
We came to rescue these people.
They are mine.
Mm. Is there any room for negotiation on that?
What would you offer?
Um,
It could help you maybe get to a plane where you're happy.
or freer. I mean, right now you're just constrained in this little tiny little pocket dimension. I mean, that doesn't, it's almost like a prison.
Like, don't you have a home?
What plane do you propose?
Hmm. Well,
What a-
where did you come from? I mean, I don't think you were always in the was the tree, right? Trying to think of the story.
That's where the
Uh,
heroes of legend
yeah.
encountered them.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's probably not where you were originally from. Um, Nedry, do you know?
I'm still
Do they come
trying to
from
study
the
I
more.
mean, does
abyss,
someone want us to
or-
make a well? So I think Essel will say if they are in fact a demon lord or proto demon lord, demons come from the abyss. And the voice says, "That will not do."
Well, I'm sure that the abyss would absolutely hate this amazingly bright light that you've acquired.
The abyss does not offer me what I need
What do you need?
to feed and gather minds to me.
Mm.
What do you know about the betrayer?
How did he
Sometimes she
find
just
you?
doesn't. They just don't answer.
Interesting.
How did he find you? I mean, I know how he found us. Jerk.
And he trapped you here.
This
And left you.
conversation is irrelevant. You will join.
No, thank you.
Yeah, most of us are already spoken for. Sorry.
Yeah. Like I'm
It does
kind
seem
of
like a lot of
attached.
people want us to join them.
Yeah. We're like
Sort of
really
flattering.
popular.
Yeah, in a way.
We're already a part of something.
And I think my mistress would get mad if I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll join someone else.
You hear kind of a distant sound coming from below, and it sounds kind of vaguely like moaning.
Time to move.
don't
Like
trust
it,
them.
and when I say from below, I don't mean down the stairs that you just came up. I mean like from the
The
bottom
courtyard
of the tower.
area.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not going to be good. We did shut the door, right? We
Yeah,
barricaded
we
it.
did. We barricaded it.
Okay. Guys, I don't think
Well, I
he's
think
gonna
we're
just
gonna
like.
have to fight.
Yeah, I don't think he's just gonna let them go. We
All
really
right.
wanted to end this peacefully. I promise.
On guard.
Mhm.
So I'm looking at the map.
Um.
So
So
if anyone were to look down, I'm not representing it on the map here, but if you, like right now, you have not gone around to the front of the building, but you are hearing increased sounds of like many voices moaning from down there.
mm, um, I would like to sing a little song directed towards the interior of this little greenhouse.
Okay.
This is. Well, hold on one second. Let me check something before I do this. Oh, no, I can't do it yet. Never mind.
Okay. I'm also going to suggest right now that technically, where you have like you're kind of just at the top of the stairs, and technically you kind of peeked around a little bit, but you are not currently in the light given off by this. You know, like you kind of peeked around the corner, but then the voice spoke to you before you really emerged.
You should do the thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to creep up. If I creep up to here, can I see like the opening?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna cast darkness across that
Okay.
opening.
Sure. As soon as you are exposed to the light, please make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. No, natural
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's gonna fail. So you're gonna take 13 psychic damage as soon as you are just within the light. Um, yeah, and so you are. It's hard to see because the light just like pounds at your brain and turns your stomach.
Hmm.
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 So,
So
and you're
I cast it.
okay.
It creates a 15-foot sphere and can pass around corners.
Okay. So you cast. Uh, yeah. So, um, you cast that darkness. Where are you trying to center it? Like at the entrance of this
Like
thing?
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you cast that, and at first it seems like it worked, but then almost as though it's being rotted away from the inside, you see your sphere of magical darkness just sort of disintegrate.
Okay. Um, Seeing that, I will then attempt to do the same thing with my cloak.
Okay. So the like when but where are you trying what shape are you making that? Where are you putting it?
Um, hang on. It's a 30 feet in diameter. So it would be a 30-foot circle. So I would put it like right at the front of this entrance. So it would like, I don't know, like kind of leak out
Okay.
because I don't know if it will go inside or not.
Right. And so oh, so you're doing that one. So it's the this like the containing ribbons thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make 30-foot circle. Uh, okay. All right. That does seem to, at the moment, it does seem to contain the light. So for a moment, like all of a sudden, the light that you are uh, experiencing here suddenly goes out, and there is the tiniest amount of phosphorescent light from different bits of fungus elsewhere in the cave, but you are otherwise go from a well lit area to almost complete darkness for the moment, and then you hear like resounding wails of displeasure from below.
Hopefully that makes it so they can't see their way up here.
Okay, we're also going to roll initiative. Initiative.
Well, there's my natural 20 for the night. 25.
I'd like to say that was my only natural one, but I don't know.
Make sure you
So
get
once
it.
again, it's going to be Lynn, and then a long time later, the rest of us.
So mine's 19, but I like it won't enter.
Well, sometimes if someone else is updating it when you try to type it, it won't do it. So just try again. Remember
got
to
it.
roll for Essel as well.
I'm gonna do dice for her.
Is
Easier.
Ethel in the
Yeah, she's right under
Yeah,
Zimmer.
she's yeah. Right now, anyway, I'm going to
18.
sort it when we get everyone's number on there.
All right. Hers is 18.
Oh,
Do I
very
have
little-
control of her token?
I mean, I don't.
It's I can't move
Oh,
it,
okay,
and
okay,
I can't
okay,
update.
yeah, okay. Yes, give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just double checking.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh,
You should have it now.
Yep.
Mhm. Okay, Zinhorn, are you going to put your initiative in the tracker?
I did.
No, you didn't.
It didn't keep it.
Well, it was just like
It
what I
just-
was saying is that like if you are trying to type it when someone else is typing, it won't get it. So you need to. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
All right.
Okay. So, Carolina, you are able to act first. The lights have just gone out, as far as you can tell, or at least they are obstructed.
See, a lot of this is a problem because a lot of my things I have to be able to see the target.
Hmm.
Um,
That's the
But-
double-edged sword of that sphere.
yeah. So I'm just gonna take a wild guess and I'm gonna cast Shatter like right there.
Okay.
Kind of in the middle of this area thing.
Does your cloak thing give any language about casting spells through it or magical effects passing through it? Xander?
No,
No.
nope.
Okay. Certainly you can. Oh well. So here's the. I think. What about Shatter? Just because. So the only thing I'm hesitating here with Shatter is that technically, even though it's glass, so it's transparent, it's behind total cover. So it's a question of like, let's see, Shatter. I just, like, can the spell effect pass through it, even if you can see it, is the question.
Well, it does say a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal
Well,
has
okay, but you're
disadvantage on
not
saving
you're
throw.
not casting it on the glass though. You're
Yeah.
trying to cast it past the glass, right? I mean, if you wanted to cast it on the glass, you could certainly do that.
I mean, it says a point of my choice within range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does not. Yeah. It does not say that it is not behind total cover. So yeah, it works. Okay, so they make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Yep.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Let's roll Constitution.
Did not work. That is not correct.
Okay.
It is no,
So-
you're fine.
No,
This is
I'm
not rolling
laughing because
correctly.
they rolled a natural 1 on their
Whoa.
Constitution save, which I think, you know what? I'll just let that one ride for
There
now.
we
So
go.
go ahead and roll your damage.
There we go.
15. Okay.
Is there not a? It doesn't seem. Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay, yeah.
If you hover over the 15, it shows you what it rolled, like total. 3d8,
Yeah,
7 plus
okay.
3 plus
So
5.
yeah, technically the first one because I thought it didn't roll it correctly,
Okay.
but it should have just been an 8. So I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, what the fit? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it rolled 8
Oh, I
damage.
see. Okay.
Yeah. But
Alright.
it is also stop doing that. Okay. And then hold on. I was just seeing if they were like knocked prone or anything with this one. I couldn't remember.
I don't
They're
think
not.
so. Not for this.
Yeah, no. They're not. And
All right.
then
So you
I'm
hear the resounding shockwave from your from your spell resound
Right.
from in there.
and then one last thing I'm going to look at Zaleen and say, no matter the peril, the day she will save. Through amber and ashes, she will not be swayed. When the battle is over, she just walks away. And you have a 1d8. Oh, wait,
Thank you.
no. 1d10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And that can be added to ability check, attack roll, saving throw, and hold on, it leveled up to also include healing and damage. Oh.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but
Okay.
if you add that bardic inspiration die to an ability check, attack roll, whatever, and the roll fails, you can still keep the bardic inspiration.
Oh, nice.
It's my
So you can
unfailing
keep it until it works. Basically,
Yeah.
like, okay, nice. Okay.
Okay, but that's it.
all right. So, okay, that's your turn. Gotcha. Okay, now it's time for a lair action. And Zaleen, suddenly this big mushroom behind you sort of shivers, and you see it sort of glow for a moment, and then it bursts with a cloud of spores.
Okay.
There's a 20-foot radius, which is pretty big. I think that's. Did it, why didn't it? Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. Is that? Gosh. Okay. Hang on. There we go. Let's. Okay. It's not quite. There we go. Circular. There we go. So, emerging from this this fungus there. And Zaleen, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
24.
24. Okay. You are successful, in the sense that you feel that these spores all around you, but you are able to resist whatever magical effect they were going to try to have on you. The spores linger in the air, however. Okay. It is your turn now, Zaleen.
I'm going to hold my breath and I'm going to run over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast through
Okay.
the ribbons.
You will have to make that attack with disadvantage because you cannot see inside.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's the first one. It's a 24 and an 18.
Okay. 18 does just hit.
Okay, that does 7 force damage.
All right.
And then the second one is a 23 and a 25.
How are you rolling so high when you have disadvantage? All
It's
right.
because last week I sucked so bad.
Okay. So, all right. You've done you total of 14 force damage with that attack. As you don't hear any response, but I think that there's sort of a like a psychic sort of pulse that seems to echo through all of your heads as the bolts would strike.
Nice.
All right.
That's my turn. And then Essel is going to. Does she have awareness of like her own poisoning? Like, is that something that she would have awareness of?
It has literally only been like 10 minutes. I think that there might be a little bit of a sense of like, I'm not sure I feel right, but that's all.
It wouldn't be enough for her to cast like lesser restoration on herself.
I don't know. I think not, because there's
Okay.
too much going on. It's not been long enough.
Right.
The nature of this particular effect is not that dramatic so far.
She is going to. She's going to come up this way. And then she's going to cast Guiding Bolt through the ribbons.
Okay.
And that's a disadvantage.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's not going to hit.
Okay.
It was a 3 and a 1.
Alas, no, that's not going to do it.
Darn it. And I think that's it
Okay.
for now.
Sure. So I think then it is your turn, Zinhorn.
So, I can move up here, and then I am going to put a cone of lightning breath
Mm-hmm.
down that thing. So it's a 15-foot cone,
Mm-hmm.
and the creature in the area must make a dex saving throw with a DC of 14
Sure.
or take 3d8.
They got a 23.
All right, so they take half damage.
Mhm. Presumably, although you can't see any, you
That's
can't
true.
see what
So
happens inside.
it's 13 points of damage, so
Mhm.
6 is what they would take if they're taking anything.
Right. Okay. All right. And Nedry.
Okay. Was there anything special about the one here that exploded?
I mean, it looked normal until it glowed. I mean, it looked like it's a weird fungus thing, but it did glow right before it poofed out like that.
Okay, but it's not distinctive as a particular type of. or
No.
it doesn't seem to be. Okay. Uh, huh. Small experiment then. He will target the one at the center of this thing with a ray of frost.
The center of what thing?
The one that poofed.
Okay. All right. I won't even make you roll for that. It just you freeze a section of a giant mushroom.
Okay, but it's not destroyed or
I mean, you have damaged that particular mushroom. You don't notice any other effect.
okay.
The spores are just kind of lingering in the air anyway. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Are you moving at all, or?
Um, he'll move back a little bit. I don't know where the edge is here, so hopefully he doesn't walk off the edge.
Okay. Well, I mean, the edge is where it's. I mean, that's you're like standing on the railing right there. Can you not see it on the map?
Okay. Yeah, I think I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So there, then.
Yeah.
Just back up a little bit.
All right. Okay. It is the Demon Lord's turn, and they use their action to dispel your shadow sphere. And now they are revealed. The light is once again near blinding for you, but you can see just at the center of a bunch, like hovering all around this very tall, vaguely humanoid figure, is these brightly glowing spores that sort of hover all around the figure, and move with them. But there is just a little darkness silhouette at the center, 10 feet tall, slender, again, like vaguely humanoid, but it reminds you more of those plant creatures that you initially encountered than any kind of an actual humanoid creature. And once again, you are exposed to the light, and so I need Essel and Zaleen and Zinhorn to make intelligence saving throws. All right. That's a success.
Natural 20 for me.
That'll do it.
Well,
And she got
Okay. 12 is a failure.
19 plus 1, so dirty 20 for her.
Okay, so Essel also succeeds, but Zinhorn, you take 12 psychic damage. And I will say that, like, you do feel like if you were to avert your eyes, that would help, but not entirely eliminate the effect of this light.
all right.
All right. And so would you have on your turn given any commands to Buster?
Um,
I mean, on your
I
turn, they were still
Yeah.
contained. So,
Um, I didn't, so I don't want to take advantage of that.
um, I am going to suggest, and please let me know if this feels unfair, but I don't think it does, uh, that Buster would want to try to come to you.
Okay.
He would try to follow to
that's
where you are. And I don't know that he would avoid the spores. Do you think that he
Okay.
would know to avoid what he? How does everyone feel about that?
Well, the shortest path would take him around the spores, wouldn't it?
I guess. Well, it was like
Yeah,
it
he's
would, like,
kind of big.
yeah, because like right here is where he has to go around the central structure.
Yeah,
How about this? I'll let him make the saving throw with advantage.
that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Which was the saving throw?
wisdom?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You don't see any effect. All right. So, I think I don't know that Buster would do anything else though at this point. It's, because you guys don't really look like you're fighting exactly. Or I don't know. What do you think? I mean, would he charge in there?
Well, he saw us all attacking. He saw me use my lightning breath
That's true.
in that direction.
Yeah. I'm not sure he can, like, he would have to dash, I think, to get within melee. Right?
Yeah, it's got a 30-foot movement.
Yeah. So he's 30 foot just to get to right there. So, I'm gonna say this is weird enough, this place, that I don't think he would dash in without being able to attack.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's what makes sense for him right now, because this is weird enough. I mean, if you feel like Zinhorn would urge him to go ahead, he will.
Again, I didn't, so I don't want to
Well,
take advantage.
what I'm
of
saying
that.
is that he's moving right now, and he's running up to you, and I'll say that you have a split second of he's like looking to you for whether you think he should charge in or not.
Okay. Just going meta here for a 2nd. I
Mhm.
thought Mark was running Buster.
Yes, but what I'm saying
Mechanically,
is,
but-
yeah,
Right.
but
Okay.
but Buster is looking to Zinhorn for guidance.
I would say go.
Okay.
I would give him the, like, I'm going to be right behind you kind of thing.
Okay. He does also need to make an intelligence saving throw, but yeah. So sorry, I didn't want to take control from you exactly, Mark. But in some circumstances, I think.
Oh, yeah.
like,
I'm just doing the mechanics.
Sure. Okay.
Crit success gets a 16. Wow.
Yeah,
Poor
yeah.
guy.
Unfortunately, that's not going to do it. And
So he couldn't succeed on that roll. Next
oh
time
wait,
you won't
no,
have to
no,
roll it.
16 actually does. 16 does. For this save. Okay, yeah. So he is. Yeah, and that's fine. So he is able to resist that effect, and he can go ahead and charge in and be right in front of this entity. If. Yeah, I kind of have the Demon Lord not on a full proper grid. So let's do that. Okay. That is Buster's turn. And after that happens, the creature takes a legendary action to, let's see, to exert will. And all of a sudden, as Buster had charged in and was growling at her, suddenly he just stops growling. And he turns around. And Mark, please have Buster make an attack roll against Zinhorn.
All right. Is it just a single attack or is
Yeah,
it his
just
normal
a
attack?
single attack.
Okay, so claws. Ooh, ouch.
19 to hit.
Yep, 17 slashing damage.
Paul?
Yeah, 17.
Okay, yeah. So okay, I'm just making sure you got that. Does it
I'm
19
sorry.
hits?
Yeah, 19 hits. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 17 slashing damage as Buster suddenly turns around and slashes at you, but there is a moment after he does so where his eyes seem to clear him for a second and he looks like confused. All right, that was a legendary action. Carolina, it's your turn.
So Nedry is still standing here. Nedry, do you think you can do that thing where you like send them away?
Maybe it's harder when they're not willing,
Hmm.
but I can try.
Let's see. And then still again, I have to be able to see it. Why? Oh, this one I don't. Okay. So I am going to use Dissonant Whispers
Mhm.
at 2nd level
Okay.
because it's just a creature of my choice.
Yeah.
So that is a Wisdom saving throw, 16.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Oops, that's the wrong thing to click. There we go. Wish these rolls were happening a little faster. There we go. They got a 23.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. I think it still takes half damage.
Does it?
Well, that's what.
I mean, you're the one
yeah,
with the
takes
spell
half
up.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah. 17. So half of that
Okay.
would be 8, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
And yeah, so that's all it does.
Great.
And still staying put.
Okay. It is another lair action. And this time, there are, so for Nedry and Carolina and Essel and Zaleen, one of the enormous fungi that just kind of growing in the area, they all start to like glow a different color, and then they just sort of like merge, like going to just like slam at you. So I'm rolling 4 attacks here, one for each of you. So against Nedry, 17.
Shield.
Okay. Against Carolina is 12. I don't think that probably hits. Yeah. Okay, against Zaleen, 15.
That is my armor class right now.
Okay. That's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage. And then against Essel, oh, that's a crit. 16 bludgeoning damage. As the enormous fungus that's just sort of growing around the area just suddenly, animates and swings down massively, slamming at each of you. All right. Zaleen, it's your turn. Make an intelligence saving throw. Oh, well, so you can choose to avert your eyes if you want. Yeah?
I was gonna ask if we can do that, if we can
Yes,
look away.
You can, yeah.
Okay. So
And
does
if-
that mean we make it at
Advantage, yeah.
Okay.
Also, don't forget you
Oh
have
no.
the D10 and also didn't
Yeah.
I have
You're also
D4.
blessed.
You have the
yeah, you're
like the
blessed.
yeah. So you can actually add 2d4, although in this case, like it's probably not
Well,
going to do it.
you also
even-
have the
The
inspiration.
bardic, yeah, the
Yeah, I have
bardic inspiration is a D10.
too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll all three of them. So I can find the D10.
Yeah, because with advantage, it was still only a 7 for
I know.
those curious.
Oh, that's a 10. Okay, so that is 11.
Oh, is
14.
this considered an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
It is, but this is not an attack roll.
But is it a charm, frighten, or possession?
This is more like an area of effect
Okay.
spell. I mean, it's not like a spell, but that's its effect is just like this area exposed to the light has this effect.
Okay.
So
Is-
it's passive is the point.
On regular dice, is the line above the 9 or below it?
Below.
Okay, so it's a 20, not natural.
Okay.
Well,
A
obviously.
20 will succeed. So yeah, you do not suffer any psychic damage from the light this time because you have averted your eyes. But that also means that if you wanted to make attack rolls, you
Disadvantage.
and
okay.
you can't you can't like cast a spell that requires you to see the target.
Right. It doesn't say for Eldritch Blast that you have to see it. It just says towards a creature within range.
Well, so basically, if you can't see them, you would be making the attack at disadvantage.
Right. So my question is, you said like the spores like floating around it, do they look attackable?
No, there's too many, and they seem kind of not quite ethereal, but like they're just like literally sort of just like a cloud of spores, right?
Okay.
So you could send an eldritch blast through it, but it would just like it would get some of them, and there would be a lot left, right?
Right. Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
16 save.
Okay. 28.
Okay.
I forgot to roll for concentration
Okay.
on the bless.
Right. Yeah.
What
so-
is that roll?
Constitution saving throw. And you're looking for either half the amount of damage you took or 10, whichever is, higher.
I got 13, so
Yeah, so so how much damage did you take? Was it
I took 17.
Yeah, so you would only need a 10 to make
Yeah.
that concentration.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So for my bonus action,
Mhm.
can I do spiritual weapon since I did only a cantrip?
Well, so what was your your Toll the Dead was the action.
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
cantrip.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can. So if
Okay.
you have a bonus action spell, then yeah.
All right, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon
Okay.
and I'm gonna place it like right here
Let me get you your
inside.
let me put it on there and give you control of it. Roll20's being a little bit slow for me tonight, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. There's your token, so you can place it where you like.
I'm gonna put it right there, and then I'm going to smack that guy
All right, it is still with
Maybe.
disadvantage because you are not.
because I'm not looking.
mhm.
Yep. 17 and 12.
Okay, alas, that's not gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay. That is Zelene's turn, and
Yep.
at this point, let's hang on. Let me just double check something really quick here. Okay, I'm just trying to. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm just double checking to find out the if there's a save or anything for what Buster's got going on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So once again, she is using a legendary action to exert will, and once again, Buster's going to. You see Buster looking at you, his eyes kind of concerned and confused as to why he just like he doesn't understand why he just clawed at you, but then they kind of just zone out again, and he's going to claw at you again.
Okay.
15 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay. All right. It is Essel's turn.
Okay. She is hurting pretty bad, so she is going to cast Cure Wounds on herself at level 3.
Okay.
And that's it. Does she have to make an intelligence saving throw too, since she's right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Natural 1.
Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately for her, that is another 13 psychic damage.
Okay. Let me roll this dice for her real quick, and I'll tell you if she's
Yeah.
still alive.
All right.
That was 3d4.
Yeah, she might want to. Oh, well, and also remember that if she averts her eyes, she can also be rolling with it the save with advantage.
Plus, let's do-
So you can have her re-roll that save if she averts her eyes.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
What was it? Intelligence, you
Yeah.
said?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, a
16.
16 is a success, so she does not need to take that 13.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
And then she,
But she is averting her eyes.
right. Yep. So that was 4, 5. That's her turn then.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So that makes it. Let's see. Did one. That makes it your turn, Zinhorn.
Okay. I am going to cast. I'm going to drop the bless,
Okay.
and I am going to summon a celestial.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Okay. So you'll need to pull up the Celestial Spirit stat block.
Yep, I got it.
Let's see. An ally to you. They share your initiative, and they take their turn after yours. Okay. They obey your verbal commands. Okay. Great. And let me find a token. A good token. So
Is
what?
it an Avenger or Defender? I'm curious.
I was going to go with Defender.
Alright. Okay. Okay. This is wow. The token is really tiny. This.
Do you have the, I'm not trying to be terrible because I love this, but do you have the thing for it? Because it's like a thing worth 500 gold. A reliquary.
Oh yeah. Is that yeah? It.
Do you have that or no?
I don't know.
Well,
I
I
did
mean,
ask for spell components beforehand, but I was not specific.
well, and we specific what we said is spell components that don't say they have a cost attached. You definitely
Yeah.
get. And I was asking about like what ones that you do have a cost might you ask for. But see, okay, so here's the thing though is that Zinhorn would know, right? Like if he
Right.
was preparing that spell. But I think see like they want to save you they want you to save these people, but they're also not just like handing you a an Empire Black credit card, right? Like
Right.
so I think they probably would have balked at giving you $500 gold reliquary. So if you want though, you can choose a different spell to have prepared.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That-
yeah, sorry, I don't mean to do that, but you know,
Yeah,
that's,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I was just reading the thing
No,
and I was like,
no,
wait a minute.
I appreciate it, you know, like, cause we definitely, like, you know, that's a really powerful spell, and that's why it's got a little, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to playing a cleric, and it
Yeah.
feels
No,
very
no, no.
limiting
That's
sometimes.
that's
That's the
okay.
system,
Sure.
not you.
Yeah. So please don't feel bad about it, right? Like I don't want that that part of it, you know. So like I'm not sure I can. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say you got one from Father Wilfram. Father Wilfram gave you one. Because I'm just feeling like it's less fun to say now you have to think of a different spell than it is to say that you contacted Father Wilfram and he arranged to give you one.
Okay.
So you have one. Here it
All right.
is.
Yay. Okay. I'm
Where do
gonna
they go?
call
How
forth
big are
the
they? I don't know any of these stats.
They're large.
Okay.
large
Okay.
celestial. Yeah.
This token that I got is not the best for that. Okay. Hang on. Okay, I'll use this one. Okay. Bearing in mind that there's not really room for them to just be just anywhere, right? I mean,
Oh. Can they be behind?
well, what does the spell say? I don't have the spell up. You need to tell me.
Okay.
All right.
You call forth the celestial spirit. It manifests an angelic form
And
in
then
an unoccupied space that you can see within
and
range.
the range is 90 feet. So yeah, you can have it up
Yes.
here behind. All right.
Yep. I'm still trying to figure out how many hit points it gets.
Okay. Well, what level spell are you using?
It's a level 5 spell.
Okay. So if then it gets 40. So it says
Okay.
40 plus 10 for each spell level above 5th. But if you're using 5th, it's 40.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So what does it do? What do you tell it to do?
I tell it to attack with its mace, and it can attack twice.
Okay. Do you want to? So are you? You know what? I can roll it. I pulled up the stats if you want. If that's
Oh,
easier.
okay. Yeah, that would be easier because I'm.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's see.
Uh,
Your spell attack modifier to hit. So I don't. You tell me what that is. So when you're casting a spell that you have to roll to attack, what is the modifier?
Hold on.
Okay. Guiding bolt.
Guiding +7.
Okay. Well, that's what I need to know. Okay. So the first attack is a 17. Rolled a 10, which is not enough. Second attack is an 18, which is just exactly enough. And it's going to do. I just rolled
1d10 plus 10.
Well, no, it's 1d10 plus 3 plus the spell's level, which is 5. So
5,
1d10
yeah.
plus 8.
Okay. Yeah.
And it rolled a 10 though, so it's going to be 18 radiant damage. And the celestial can give 1d10 temporary hit points to a creature that it can see, which I think it will choose you, Sinhorn.
Within
Oh.
10 feet.
Oh, within 10 feet. Yeah. Okay, never mind then.
All right.
Yeah.
And
Wait, no, within 10 feet of the target. So it would be Buster. Buster gets 7 temporary hit points.
okay. And even though we jump to the Celestial's attack, can I get my bonus? Oh no, I can't get my bonus action because I cast the spell already.
I mean, you have a bonus action if you have something that you can do with a bonus action that's not a spell.
I do not.
All right. Okay. The celestial does have to make an intelligence saving throw for the light, though. It is not immune to these things. It gets a 5, so it is going to take 3d6 psychic damage, which in this case is just 8.
Okay.
All right. So I think that surprises the demon lord, and they use one of their legendary actions to whip out this like tendril, at it. One pseudopod attack. Okay, it got a crit, which produces a to hit number of 33.
Huh.
Yeah. So, okay. So, let's see. That's, wow. Okay. That's 26 bludgeoning damage plus poison damage. Is it immune to poison? Sometimes they are.
No, just
No.
radiant
Yeah.
resistant.
Yeah, alas. So it's also going to take enough poison damage that I'm afraid it's killed.
It has been dispelled.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I mean, it's a crit. So, like,
Yep.
that, I think normally it would be able to, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to need to step away for a minute.
Okay. All right. So I think all of you see that attack take place, and it's dramatic. Although, let's see. What we didn't say, we didn't ask about Zinhorn making his whether he's averting his eyes or doing that saving throw. Yeah, okay. We don't. So we'll move on. Nedry, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Well, he'll give a sort of serious nod of okay, let's do this to Lynn, and then proceed to sort of pick his way carefully towards the area. I think there I'm still behind the wall if I'm there, right?
Yeah. Well, so you are not, as soon as you move out from where the stairs are, undercover, and you do have to make the saving throw for the light.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just coming out the door. Okay.
No.
All right. That is a magical effect,
Yes.
and it was intelligence.
Are you averting your eyes?
No.
Okay. Well, you have advantage anyway
Oh.
with your magical
Yeah.
effect, right? So, an 18 is enough. You do not take psychic damage. And in
Okay.
fact, actually, what I'm going to suggest here, Nedry, is because you're not averting your eyes, I'll let you make a perception check in addition to whatever your action was going to also be.
Oh, cool. He's not great at those, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with the 7, there's a lot going on, and you just got here, so.
So, can I see it then, or
Yeah.
just the light? Oh, okay.
So you can see it kind of silhouetted within the light. Yeah.
All right. Well, you wanted to go home, sort of.
And he'll reach in his pocket, and we talked about spell components earlier, and this would have been a thing that he would have picked up. It doesn't cost anything, but it's sort of a logical thing from what he'd seen of all the decay and the plants gone mad.
Sure.
Is he'll pull a perfect little green leaf,
Okay.
well formed, perfectly formed, and with that kind of tracing in the air towards the creature itself, he'll encircle it with a sort of spiraled inward. And cast banishment on the thing.
Okay. And what saving throw is that?
That is a charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Not one of their like extra good ones, but they're still got a pretty high modifier, being a demon lord and all. Okay. Is it gonna roll for me? Sorry, when it's transferring these over, like sometimes it takes a long time to pop
Yep.
up. There we go. Okay, it got a 19.
That's enough to save.
Yeah. I think one of the y- yeah. So okay. Any other action or anything on this turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Oh, I thought we had Paul back, but not yet. Okay. Okay. That was Nedry's turn. It is now the Demon Lord's turn, and they. Let's see.
Oh,
Mhm.
a question about concentration.
Okay.
Banishment uses concentration. Did it drop my concentration on my other spell if I failed?
I think ordinarily I would say yes, but I won't in this case.
Okay.
Um, I'll allow that you can maintain that. Okay, so the on their turn, they are going to once again. They kind of sorry, I'm yeah, okay. They just they shiver and another cloud of spores emerges from them. And it does flow out through the door of this this structure that they're in. And so it looks like Nedry and Zinhorn need to make Constitution saving throws.
Is Buster like protected since he's
Um,
in command?
yeah, Buster. Yeah, I
That's
guess
a
he needs
critical
to make
fail.
it too. Yeah. There's lots of different kinds of spores that do different things. So
Yeah, he's fine.
okay,
Crit fail for Nedry, however.
okay. Yeah. So Nedry, you recall that when you got zapped by some of the spores when you initially came out here, you found that you were seeing like little sort of ghost images that seemed like, are those really there? I'm not sure. In this case, the spores get in your eyes and they kind of burn for a second, and then as you're kind of opening your eyes again, you're looking around, and what it seems as though, even though you don't feel as though you have moved physically and you are not blinded, you now only see you and your friends and the Demon Lord in a black void. You cannot see your surroundings at all. You can only see like living things.
Oh, weird. It's like when you have a glitch in a video game and the background fails to render.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah. Okay. That is her turn. We need to have Zinhorn make that saving throw as well when he gets back. Okay, so it is now Buster's turn, and I think that as he turns and he kind of wants to attack the demon, he finds that he can't bring himself to do it. However, he can now make another wisdom saving throw.
Well, I mean, he weans well.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I'm looking at it. I don't think he's capable of succeeding
go.
on this saving throw. And so you see him struggle, like he's turning at her and he's like growling and sort of whimpering, but he like every time he starts to kind of like hesitantly move to make an attack, something stops him. Okay. That is Buster's turn. Back up to Carolina.
All right. So this isn't a super strong spell or anything, but might help maybe if it works. I'm actually going to cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
That is a intelligence saving throw,
Mhm.
16.
Does it require you to be able to see the target?
Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm gonna have to. So is this like it's completely encased in this spore stuff? Or like is there like glass
Okay. So
places that I
yes.
don't have to run all the way around?
No. So there, it is encased in a glass round structure that is only open at the front. You can see through it, kinda. But
Okay.
but if you right now though you have been kind of
Mhm.
hiding out in the stairwell where you have cover from the light but cannot see in there. You have to, if you're going to peek out, then you need to make the saving throw for the light.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do it because
Okay.
otherwise I'm gonna be way too limited.
Hmm.
So yep. What it's
So
a
intelligence saving throw.
intelligence. Definitely not my best. 11.
Okay, that's not enough. So you're going to take 9 psychic damage. But you know what? I will allow you to make a perception check as well because you're looking right at them. But because it's through glass and all, you need to make the perception with disadvantage.
Oof. They were both terrible.
Okay. Well, I mean, a 16 is not terrible, but the 10 is the result.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say even with that 10, that there you get just the tiniest hint of like what you're seeing mostly is all of these glowing spores all around it, and then you kind of just see this silhouetted figure within. But there's just this tiniest hint of a moment of you think you maybe see like the glint of something within the figure, not just one of these glowing spores around them, but like something on them too.
Can I change my mind and cast Shatter again?
I mean,
Or because I mean I already called it, so
no,
I will.
I don't think so because you only got to see that when you were looking to cast the spell you were initially doing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mind Sliver.
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence saving throw.
All right. Okay. And so you got the oh, right, they make their intelligence saving throw.
Mhm.
Fair is fair, I suppose. Okay. Why does it take so long? There we go. Wow. Okay. That was a natural 1 on that saving throw again, but I'm actually going to not. They resist that. They
Okay.
use a legendary resistance to not fail on that.
So then nothing happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think at that point, the you get a sense as that spell kind of rebounds out of there. You get that psychic voice in your head again, Carolina, saying, "Join my mind and know the bliss of community." And all of a sudden, one of the mushrooms right there by the stairwell where you're hiding out glows and poofs out a cloud of spores.
I was still gonna do a bonus action, but okay.
Okay, well,
Cloud of
okay.
spores. Right.
What was your bonus action? You need to tell me
Well,
these
I was
things.
going. I, I was trying to. I
Okay.
was gonna use unsettling words.
All right.
Um.
What?
So yeah,
What does that do?
that's it. It's like the opposite of bardic inspiration,
Okay.
basically.
Well, but they used a legendary resistance already to succeed on the saving throw.
Well, that was for Mind Sliver.
Uh huh.
Unsettling words is a bonus action bard feature.
But that it does.
It
But
okay. So
But
Doesn't it
they
give
have
them a
to-
D10?
Well,
yes, and they
okay,
have to subtract the number from the next saving throw.
from the next saving throw. But
Yeah,
okay,
it makes before the start of my next turn. Yes.
okay, all right, fine. So that happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
affect this next thing at all. But
Right.
yes, okay, we'll remember that. Okay. Okay, but now you, Lynn, need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great. Definitely my strongest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that tonight.
Right. So as these spores come at you from a surprise direction, you can't help but find that you inhale some of them. And as you're kind of coughing and choking, suddenly this voice that you were hearing in your head doesn't hurt anymore. It just says, join us. And then that is the lair action. So Zaleen, it's your turn.
I would like to cast Bane
Okay.
on the creature and Buster.
Okay. Okay.
So they need to make charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And
Uh,
subtract a d10.
You roll the d10 for me, so I'm because I don't have that easily prepared right here.
Buster is surprisingly charismatic.
Mhm.
I'm not surprised. Okay, so it's still a dirty 20 with the,
Okay.
with the -3. So for the demon, does how does
Buster rolled a 17, so
Yeah.
you got both succeed.
okay? So alas, were you still averting your eyes?
Yeah, because I don't. Oh yeah. No, because I had to see them in order to do it.
Okay,
So
so make your intelligence saving throw, not with advantage. But because you are not averting your eyes, and 15 is actually enough, so you're good this round anyway. And because you're not averting your eyes, I will let you make a perception check.
okay.
Okay,
10.
10. So a 10 is just enough that I'll give you what I gave Lynn for a 10, which is there does seem to be something that is not in and of itself glowing, but it is reflecting the light of the glowing spores around it. Like in the chest of this silhouetted figure, there's something that's like glinting in that light,
Okay.
like something shiny on them.
So if I saw that
Mhm.
because I was casting my spell, in order to do my bonus action, which is to use my spiritual weapon, can I aim at that area?
Well, it's kind of a called shot, so I'll say yes, but it's got cover, so like it's a higher
Right.
DC.
Okay. So I need to. Oh dear.
You think it would be pretty hard to hit, so I mean, up to you.
20.
20 is not going to do it. Like
Okay.
So
Oh wait, I get to add the D4 too.
no, bless was dropped.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Um,
Okay.
I think, you know what? I will give that still hits the creature. You just fail to hit the glowing one,
target.
the glinting bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So what? Go ahead and roll your damage for that.
Okay.
Okay.
10.
All right. Okay. I'll go ahead and just kind of let all you know here that they're still doing fine.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. And I think at that point, um, she's going to use a legendary action to exert will, but this time instead of having Buster just bite, she makes him move, and he charges right at you, Zaleen. And he doesn't like shove you off or anything, but now he's in your face.
Okay.
And he's looking frightened and like he looks scary until he gets there and stops, and then he's looking at you confused.
Okay.
All right. Okay, and then that was Zalen's turn, so it's Essel's turn now.
She needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yep.
Okay.
And it depends on whether she's averting her eyes or not.
She is not.
Okay, well, then so an 8 is not going to do it.
Right.
That's going to be 10 psychic damage.
Okay.
But, you know,
Um,
fair's fair, though. If she is looking at the creature, she can make a perception check as well, on top of whatever else is going on.
Perception is wisdom, right?
Yep.
Okay. I have to roll for that because there's not a button on here for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it. 18 plus 3, so
Okay.
21.
That's pretty good. I think that, well, so go ahead and have her do whatever else she's going to do. Well, so what I'll say, because you're kind of occupying her for the moment, what I'll say is she shouts out, "The figure is wearing some kind of amulet. It looks important." And then you can have her decide what to do based on that.
She's gonna do guiding bolt.
Okay.
I don't know if I can roll that here or not. I don't think so. Like I have the beyond 20 thing working with it. And like some of them you can roll on there and some of them you can't. That is 18.
An 18 just hits.
Okay. So that is 4d6 radiant damage. 16, 18.
Okay.
And the next
And
attack
yeah, on them.
has advantage.
Right. Yep. Which can compensate for disadvantage if someone's averting their eyes, for example. And so then, as another legendary action, Lynn, as you're standing there feeling a little bit confused, suddenly you just find yourself walking. Doom, 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 doom. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walking down to there, and then as you arrive there, you suddenly realize you didn't decide to do that. That was the demon that made you do that. And it felt
Oh,
like
made
the
me
most
do it.
normal thing in the world when it was happening, but then like it was temporary though, the control.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Zinhorn, are you back with us?
I am back with you for another 12 minutes or so, and then I'm going to have to step away.
Okay. Well,
But I hopefully will be back after that.
okay. So in any case, it's your turn again. We do need you to make to tell us if you were averting your eyes during your
Yeah.
last turn. You were?
Yes.
Okay, so you can make that intelligence saving throw with advantage. And then we'll ask the same question for this round.
All right. Why is it not running? Rolling. There we go. I got a 7. Oh, wait. Saving throw. Yeah, it's the
Yep.
same thing. 7
Yeah.
and a 14.
Okay, unfortunately that's not enough. So that's 9 psychic damage, and that's from last round.
Okay.
So this round you are again making the choice of whether you are averting your eyes or not, but keeping in mind that the couple of things that have changed is that this time Buster, instead of attacking you, charged over to Zalene. Didn't attack, but moved in a threatening manner. And also Essel has just called out that the demon figure seems to be wearing some kind of an amulet. So up to you whether you are averting your eyes or not. The demon is also currently glowing with, guiding bolt dust that makes them a little easier to see.
Okay. Would I be able to target the amulet?
So like we just did with Zalene's spiritual weapon, you can, but it's a higher DC against an already relatively armored creature. So if you're trying to make a ranged attack, it's a pretty high AC to hit.
Okay. So if I went with something like guiding bolt, it would be.
I mean, you'd be making your attack roll, but it's a high
Right.
number that you would have to get.
Hmm.
The AC
Although
of the
you are at
creatures,
advantage because of the current guiding. Guiding
as long as if you're not averting your eyes, which we need to still establish for this
Yeah.
round. I
So,
think to even see the amulet at all, you would have to not be averting your eyes. But
yeah, I think so too.
okay, so one more intelligence save for this round.
All right. And that's a 9.
Okay, that's 14 psychic damage this time.
Okay.
But you can, now that it's been pointed out, I think you see the glinting spot.
All right. I am going to attempt guiding bolt at 3rd level.
Okay. You can make your attack roll with advantage.
It rolled the damage for some reason as well.
Well, I mean, it rolls the, yeah.
So it was a 14 to hit the first time
Yeah.
and a 16 to hit the second time.
Unfortunately, neither of those are going to hit. Okay, so that makes it. Let's see. I think Buster is going to attack Essel.
Just a claw attack, a single attack.
Yep.
Ouch.
As she uses, the demon uses her last legendary action for the round. So yeah, 23 to hit. That's going to be 10 slashing damage to Essel.
Okay, she is almost dead.
Okay. And then I think, certainly, Zinhorn, you are recognizing that, Buster's under the influence of something that he seems unable to shake off on his own. Okay. And you may have missed this too, that he found himself unable to attack the demon on his turn. It's like he wanted to, but he couldn't. Okay, that was Zinhorn's turn and a legendary action. So Nedry, it is now your turn. I will.
So now,
So,
yep. Go ahead.
what I will also allow you to do, in addition to whatever else you were going to do, having had the amulet pointed out to you, I will let you make either Arcana or Religion.
He'll rely upon Arcana.
Okay, 23 is
23.
pretty good. You have heard stories that there are, like, one of the most rare weaknesses of a demon lord is that they tend to have some magic artifact that is sometimes crafted into an amulet that is basically, it's like the key to their power. But for that, and so it's said, if these stories can be trusted, that if you were to have possession of one of these things, the demon lord would be under your control. However, generally speaking, for this reason, demon lords are extremely good at hiding them where no one will ever find them. And so it's usually only legend because nobody ever actually finds one. However, if this is a regenerating demon lord, it's possible that they're regenerating from this artifact. But also, if that's the case, it is almost certainly an extremely powerful magical item, and therefore, hitting it with a hammer is not going to do it.
Okay.
So, like, if you had possession of it, that would be great, but you're not going to, like, break it by hitting it.
Okay.
and that is something that occurs to you as you look at this thing that the demon is wearing. But now it's your turn for whatever you like. So are you averting your eyes or no?
No.
Okay. So go ahead and make your save. Oh,
29.
there you go. That's a crit. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and rule that you're good for the light for now. You've kind of hardened yourself to it.
It's probably also curiosity, sort of peering at this thing, kind of like, what is
Mhm.
that thing?
Your natural gnome cunning plus just your innate intelligence have given you the ability to resist its effect.
Yeah. It's a shot in the dark, but he thinks that this might work.
Mhm.
But he will call out. Actually, no, he'll speak into Zin's mind because you're the closest one.
If this doesn't work, you might want to try to grab that amulet. It would be important.
So mental telepathy there.
Okay.
And he's going to try to cast Dispel Magic on it to try to suppress its ability.
Okay.
Because it won't dispel the artifact, but they usually are suppressed by that.
Well,
It's a try.
so
It's worth a try.
yeah, I think though that I don't think that you think that it's like they don't require it, they just require no one else to have it. Right? That's the nature of these things, is that most like full-fledged demon lords, they don't carry it around on them. What they do is they hide it somewhere far away where no one will find it.
Mhm.
And so they don't like need it. It's just they need to not let anyone else have it. So I think you're not
Okay.
like, you can do this, but I don't think you think that they need to have it active in order for them to do what they're doing.
Whereabouts on their person is it approximately?
It's like an amulet around their neck, so it's like on a chain around their neck, such as it is at about
they're
chest level.
12 feet high?
Yeah.
Was it?
Hmm.
Okay. That's not going to work either. Oh,
They've also got a big head, so
yeah. Um, hmm. Sorry, I'm a little stymied.
Yeah, I know, I understand. This is a tough one.
No, it won't work either. Shoot. Uh, no, and you can't see the floor, so that doesn't work either.
Mhm. Well,
I guess
so
he'll have.
the nature of what you can or can't see is a little wobbly, right? Like we don't have a strict mechanical rule for it. What were you kind of thinking you were?
Well, he can move people, but he can only move people to places where they're safe. But he
Right.
can't see anything safe because there's no floor.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, if your conclusion, which I think would be reasonable, is that you're not actually floating in a void. I mean, you can still feel the roof beneath your feet. I'll let you make an intelligence check to try to guess where you could move someone that they would be safe, but there are risks for if you roll low.
yeah, and it doesn't really have a huge effect, so it's not really going to help. Yeah, I guess he's just going to try to banish again. That's the only thing he's got.
Um, because I am a fan of all you guys. Would you be? May I remind you that one of the most hazardous things that you've got on the field right now is actually the fact that your gray render is currently working against you.
Yep, but I can't move him far enough away that it won't matter. Like he can make it right back.
Could do a different thing. I mean, I don't want to just tell you what to do. Up to
No,
you.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do something different. It's not going
I
to
mean,
be that effective,
up to
but
you. I don't want to like tell you what to do. I'm just saying.
yeah, no, I don't have a lot of good options. He's going to choose the creature and Buster
Okay.
and cast slow.
All right. Okay.
That is a wisdom saving throw.
All right. The demon will.
That's a fail from Buster.
Okay. The demon got a 27.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Buster's affected, but that's
Okay.
it.
All right. So it is now the demon's turn, and I think that they move forward. They glide out of the center of this little room here, and they lash out with these little pseudopods. One, let's see, 2 against Zinhorn, and then 1 each against Nedry and Essel. So first against Nedry, it's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, he'll take the hit.
Okay, that's 10 bludgeoning damage and 13 poison damage. Against Essel,
Be right back.
okay. Oh, it's a 27 to hit. So yeah,
Yeah,
She's
Essel's-
down.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So so it would be 21 bludgeoning plus 13 poison, but that's all
Okay,
one attack,
well,
so it's not.
Wait.
Hmm?
That she would be dead because that is her maximum hit points was 27 and she only had 1.
Okay.
So that would like exceed her max hit points. So
Hmm.
she's like dead.
Yeah.
And like I would like to say that during her dying breath, she called out, Solomonian, why?
Hmm. All right. Yeah. So I think you see this this pseudopod lash out at Essel, and it just sends her flying. And as she lands, she does not move. You don't see her breathing at all. Okay, and then there's 2 more against Zinhorn. Does anyone have handy his AC? Let's see, it's a 22 for the first one. That's probably going to hit, and then a 29. So I think those are both going to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 27 worth of bludgeoning. This is between the 2. And then 18 worth of poison. So 45 total damage.
Oof, he's probably down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. Hopefully we can. Yeah. All right. Well, so let's confirm that.
I'm trying to see if I can get over
Yeah.
to his
Okay.
character sheet.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Okay. So, well,
I'm
so-
looking.
Okay. Yeah.
He's down. He had 21 hit points.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Essel seems to have been slain. Zinhorn is unconscious. Not going great right now. Not that I needed to tell you necessarily, right? But that is the end of their turn. It is Buster's turn, and I will let. Shoot, I was just going to say him roll the save with advantage.
Can't
you know
make
what? But here's the thing. I feel like seeing Zinhorn go down. I'm going to rule that he shakes it off. That's enough to do it. Like he
Is it like a berserker rage?
Yeah.
yeah, like that that is enough to overwhelm what he was feeling. So yeah, he can charge at the demon and attack. If that, assuming that's what he's wanting to do.
Presumably, yeah.
Yeah. Now he is going to still have to do the saving throw and everything. So Zinhorn, I'm afraid to say that the pseudopod attacks from the demon have knocked you unconscious and,
Ah.
and killed Essel.
Oh, double crud.
Yeah. But seeing you go down, Buster was filled with such rage that he has shaken off this charm effect.
Was it an intelligence saving throw?
Yep. Against the light, because he's probably not
Okay.
averting his eyes.
No, I don't think he can make that one.
Mm.
Nope, -2.
Yeah. So he is going to take 9 psychic damage.
It's okay.
And
He's shielded by a dead celestial. so-
sure. Well, and then he is also needs to take a Constitution saving throw as he enters that circle of spores. But then otherwise he can make his attacks.
That one he's good for.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's 4 higher than that, but yeah,
Mm.
he's good for it. So bite, I guess.
Yeah.
Normal round of attacks. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. 26 to hit.
Yep. That'll hit.
Strength saving throw.
Okay. Let's have them make they would fail, but they use another legendary resistance to resist and
Okay,
not
so
go prone.
21 piercing, 1 claw, 21 to hit.
Okay. Okay, so they're taking half damage of these. Yeah, 21 hits.
So just
So,
the 13, so
10 and
6
then
slashing.
6. Yeah,
And this third hit, 27 to hit.
same. Yeah.
Another
So that's
7, okay.
yeah. 10 is 6 and 7, so 23 total. Yeah. So he definitely does some significant damage to them, but they're pretty tough. They seem like they're still doing okay. Carolina, it is your turn. You can you find that well, tell me what you would want to do.
Well, I had one idea in mind, but then I saw Zinhorn go down,
Mm-hmm.
and I would probably use Healing Word to get him back on his feet.
Okay.
If you had something else, I can do that.
I don't know if it would do anything either, but
I think that if you have any thoughts towards doing an attack against the demon, you find that you can't make your brain complete that thought. Like
what if it's not necessarily on the demon itself?
anything that would be intended to harm the demon, you find that your thoughts just get redirected every time you try to complete that thought.
Okay, so yeah, then really all I can do,
Hmm?
all I can do is heal Zinhorn and maybe try to make a run for it. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will use Healing Word at
One thing you do realize is that the light doesn't hurt you right now.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
avert your eyes or anything or make a saving throw for that.
Yeah, so okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do Healing Word at 4th level.
All right.
Zinhorn. 14.
Okay. You are
And
you are awake, Zinhorn, with 14 hit points.
can't do any attacks. And then, and I don't necessarily want to be. You know what? Since the light doesn't hurt, can I just like stroll on past him?
To to where are you trying to go?
Just like let's see. I'm trying to like, is this the doorway? Like right
They're
here?
standing in the doorway, so you really can't get adjacent
Eh,
to the demon right now.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna
Well, you know,
first
for
click on
one,
this.
Essel is like knocked out of the way, so she's not
Yeah.
right there. But
So, I'm gonna go like right here.
you know what? I will allow, since Zinhorn was just unconscious, that you could be like standing over him if you wanted.
Okay. So, I guess like there,
Well,
right?
I mean,
Or like on the same square or
yeah, like if
something
you
with-
could be
yeah.
on the same square if you wanted to do that. If that's
Yeah.
what you're trying to go for.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll leave the token here for now and we'll
All right.
just like okay.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna smile pleasantly at the demon lord.
Hmm.
Hello.
Oh crap! I slowed Buster
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
to make him not a
You
threat
know
to
what?
us.
Thank you for calling that out. We don't need to retcon it right now. I'm not worried about it. He already was going above and beyond his normal capabilities when he saw Zinhorn go down. We can just rule that. We'll say that unless you drop it, he is still slowed now, but we don't have to change anything that happened.
Seeing him attack the thing instead of us, he would just drop the
Sure.
slow.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for being honest about that. Okay. So that was Carolina's turn. It is now time for another lair action. I think that Nedry and Buster and Zaleen get giant mushrooms trying to slam them again. Buster gets 2. So the 2 against Buster are 15 to hit and then 17 to hit.
Both miss.
Oh, okay. And then Nedry against you is 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. Against Zaleen is 4 to hit. So those are not very effective this time.
I'm not even going to be sad.
However, she is going to also use a legendary action to do one of her pseudopod attacks at Buster now that he is broken free from his charm. Okay, there we go. That's a 19 to hit.
That meets.
Okay, so that's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage and 9 poison damage. All right. Zaleen, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing,
Okay.
and I'm going to give
But
everybody.
Prayer of Healing is one of the ones that takes 10 minutes.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I won't do that. Obviously,
Yeah.
because the battle will be over.
You can say, time out. Time out. Can we take
yeah.
yeah
Stop. Just a minute. We need to heal up.
bio break?
Okay, so I'm gonna do bonus action Hexblade's Curse,
Okay.
and then I'm going to.
And that's they don't need to. They don't save for that, right? It's just
No, it's automatic.
yeah. All right.
And then I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So-
You do if you are not. Are you averting your eyes? Yes or no?
No,
Okay.
so I will make my intelligence saving throw.
Mhm. Okay. That's
7.
7's not going to do it. So that's 12 psychic damage.
All right. So I'm making them like straight, right?
The attacks, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, there's
Ooh.
a crit. That'll do it.
The crit actually, I think that does something
Does it?
because of Hexblade's Curse.
Well, you tell me.
I gain a D4 bonus, and yeah,
Well, the 16 doesn't hit, but the crit obviously does. So roll your damage for that, and then a D4. What? Just rolling a D4 on top of what the damage would be otherwise.
Yep.
Okay. So that's gonna it's what, 2d10 plus 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 d4.
Yeah. I gotta roll them. Sorry.
That's all right.
I have too many windows open now.
Yeah, well, we got a complex combat here, so for sure.
Um,
Uh,
did it roll both of them? Yeah.
yeah,
2 and 10
yeah.
plus 4. So
Is it plus
16,
4 or
14.
plus d4? Okay,
I rolled a 4 on the
Okay.
D4.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they take that damage, but they're still like again like you're seeing just like little blackened spots or little craters on an otherwise still standing straight and not reacting much figure. Okay. Would be Essel's turn, but it's not for obvious reasons.
Now, is Essel dead or is she just?
Yeah,
She
she's
is dead.
dead.
She is dead. She was insta killed with a hit. Yeah. So Zinhorn, it is your turn. You're starting prone, but you can use half your movement to stand up.
Okay. I will use half my movement to stand up.
Hmm.
And then I will channel divinity and preserve life.
Okay.
I'll pull out my holy symbol and slam it on the ground and say, Rashama, heal my allies. And I will distribute 50 hit points.
Nice.
Can
I don't need any for what it's worth.
Okay. So 15 to
I'm-
net.
Nedry's not that harmed.
Okay.
I'm down to 28.
Okay. I'm down to 14.
Right.
So,
So take care of you first.
well, I can.
Buster's down some too, right?
Yeah, but Buster's pretty tough.
Yeah.
So you don't need any, Zaleen?
I need some, but I want you to take care of yourself first. Like
Okay.
You're the one
prioritize
that's
you
right there on the
first.
front lines.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you 10 and I'll take 40 for me.
Yeah, I was like, you almost died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
You feel Rashama's strength fill your body and give you renewed vigor to carry on the fight.
all right.
Um,
That's my.
and I think as you do that, that is actually the first thing that you see that draws any kind of a physical reaction from this demon figure who just kind of like doesn't like hiss or anything like that, but kind of just recoils in disgust, like, ugh. I didn't like that. Okay. Are you gonna move at all? Presumably you're standing up or
Yes, I stood up.
so Lynn was standing over you, so we can, if with her cooperation, she can either move out of the way and let you stay where you are, or you need to pick a different square adjacent to that.
If I
Okay.
move.
Well,
I can back
so-
up.
Well, so that's
Or-
what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
the two of you were sharing a square because she was standing
Oh,
over you.
Got
Now
it.
you need to decide between the two of you who is keeping that square and who moves.
I think I've got a better armor class than you.
I'm okay. The light doesn't even hurt.
Okay. Then I will move one
Okay.
square back. Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Or you could be there either way.
Yeah, I can be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Alright.
just standing there with a very like almost silly grin on her face. Not
Yeah.
silly, but like borderline. Like this is
Mhm.
fine.
Mhm.
Great. I'm going to be bludgeoned to death by Lynn. That's going to be embarrassing.
Funny that you say that because Lynn does at this time. You know what? Yeah, that's what happens. Lynn, whatever melee attack roll you can do, do it please.
I've got
Against
my
Nedry.
rapier.
She's
Yeah.
killed things with that thing, you
A
know.
weapon attack, yeah.
16.
Yeah.
And it's a magical weapon, if that makes a difference.
Nedry?
Oh, sorry. Is that actually against me?
16 is against. Yeah, it's against you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shield.
Lynn suddenly turns and stabs at you with her rapier.
Yeah, he just sort of instinctively puts his arm up, and there's like a little glowing shield, and his actual shield returns a little bit.
So, Lynn, this feeling, like, other than the fact that the light doesn't currently hurt anymore, the loss of control there is really like off and on, meaning like you're feeling like you have control over yourself, and then all of a sudden you just do something that you have no control over, and then it's back.
That is so weird. I don't like it. I'm sorry, Nedry.
Just try to concentrate.
Okay, so Nedry, it is your turn now.
Kind of looking kind of somewhat annoyed, but also focused on task. Hasn't got a lot of things to do, so he will trace out a 5-finger ghost and then throw out a mage hand to try to grab the amulet.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'll make the. Oh no, I already don't have to make the intelligence saving throw. Sorry. So yep, he'll try to grab it with mage hand. It's not really all that strong. So
Okay. Yeah, I think so. The amulet is not so heavy that it couldn't be lifted, but the trick is trying to pull it over the enormous head of this creature, right?
Yep.
Especially when it would attempt to prevent that.
What is it attached with? Is
It's
it a
got
chain or a
it's got
cord?
a chain on it. Yeah. So I think that with your mage hand, I guess if trying to do it this way, I will let you make a sleight of hand with it. Well, you know what? Let's make it based on so. If you have proficiency with sleight of hand, do you?
no.
Okay, I will let you make it be an intelligence check instead of a dexterity check if you like. But I'm letting you know right now this is going to be very difficult.
Yeah. So straight intelligence roll then essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 24.
Well, you know what? I like that's almost a nat 20. I will say it doesn't you don't get it all the way off, but it's surprisingly close. Like you get it up like not quite removed, but like it's hanging off sort of like the like almost like it's a headband now instead of around the neck.
Kind of imagine Nedry with tongue sticking out, concentration,
Mm-hmm.
using the pan as sort of this conducting tool. Yeah.
Right. I think. You know what? What I'm going to actually rule instead. Gosh. You know what? No, you got it. You got it. Because I have to be honest with you because like in my head, I was saying a 23 is what you'd need. And then you got a 24 and I was like, oh, but it's not enough for 20. You know what? I think you get it off the head, but like you don't have it. Like it gets pulled away. Like it falls to the floor.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's her turn now.
Well, actually,
Oh, yeah.
that was a cantrip and an action,
Okay.
and I will Misty Step as a bonus action spell,
Ah. Okay.
and as an interact action, I will grab it.
Okay. Okay. So here's the trick. It is her turn now.
Mhm.
So you have it. You picked it up. Okay, so I'm going to say make a wisdom saving throw as you pick it up. This can be with advantage because you've got your gnome cunning.
Okay. 18.
Okay. This amulet is just viscerally unpleasant to touch in a psychic way. Like it looks just like some sort of strange, intricate golden amulet, but holding it in your hand just feels like corrosive. Like you feel like this, it's not burning your skin, but it just feels like this is an evil thing that you're holding right now. But you feel like you can give the demon a command.
I mean, I'm done for the round, so there's not much I can do.
Well,
Um,
I mean, you could say something.
Stop. First thing comes to mind.
Okay. All right. It is the demon's turn, and it whirls on you. And it says, I can offer you much if you return that to me.
We'll talk.
Okay, so that I guess is their turn. What is Buster doing? I mean, I would imagine attacking, but that's
Yeah, I guess Zinhorn's up again. I don't know if Zinhorn had a chance to whisper, but I have a feeling that that Buster still has the notion of this is bad. This is real bad. So attempt to bite.
yeah, I would think so. Yep.
Bite. 20 to hit.
Okay.
Strength save to not get pulled under.
Okay. Yeah. So 20 does hit, and then strength.
Now, Buster's attacking from behind now, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not.
There's no, okay. I don't know.
22 for the strength save, so not pulled prone.
Okay.
But 22.
Slashy slash. Oh, 17 to hit. Probably not enough.
No.
And the second slash is also a 17.
Yeah. Okay. So they take 11 piercing because they're resistant to non-magical bludgeoning and so on. Okay, but then that attack is happening, and it's not really flanking here, but certainly the attacks happen. And you can, I think Nedry, you can see like this attack happening. This face that you're looking up at doesn't move like a real humanoid face would, and so you're not really seeing like furrowed brow or anything like that. But you can just feel the psychic rage radiating off of this thing. Carolina, what are you going to do?
It's a good question. There's not a whole lot I can do at this, but okay. Who's hurt here? Like, where's everybody at?
I'm
I
at
can't do anything
38.
for your what?
I'm down 19.
I'm at 38 out of 72, 73.
Oh, you gotta take care of her first.
Yeah. Okay. I will use another healing word. Just because I also don't know what's gonna happen next and can't do anything against the dude anyway. So, please take
Maybe you
12
could.
points.
Maybe you could, though, now that Nedry took the amulet.
I have not been told that I could.
You wouldn't know unless you tried.
I think that even as you watch Buster attack, you have a reflexive thought of like, oh, he shouldn't do that.
That's not good.
Why can't we all just be nice? We're all friends.
Yeah. So okay, that's Carolina's turn. No lair action happens this round. Zaleen.
I'm going to do Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
Is it still intelligence saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Carolina.
14.
Yeah, Carolina is still charmed, so she didn't have to do that. Yeah. Okay. Woo, those are some high rolls this time. That's 16 psychic damage.
All the points you just gave me gone.
And then some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Both of those hit.
okay. I was just making sure because I get a crit on a 19. Okay, so that's, and then do I get to add my D4 to both of those? Or is it just one?
Well, no, it would
For
only be the one
Hexblade's
that
Curse.
was like the crit.
No, I mean it's like I get to do that every time.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if one of those two attacks was a crit because it's 19, that one gets it. They don't both because they're separate attacks.
No, I mean neither one of them was a 19. I was just double
Oh.
checking.
Oh, okay.
But because of Hexblade's Curse, I get to add a D4. Is it just to one of them?
Yes.
You get a
checking.
bonus to your damage rolls based on your proficiency bonus.
Okay, I don't know the rules of it. You have to tell me.
Yeah, no, I have the Hexblade's
Against a curse target, you gain a +4 bonus to damage rolls.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
see,
your
I thought
proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a roll.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about something else. So
Yeah, sorry.
that's all right.
So does that +4 go to both of those?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, each damage roll.
Yeah.
So 12 and 8.
hmm Okay.
So 20 total force.
Yep. You're plinking away.
Slowly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Zinhorn.
I am going to cast lesser restoration on Lynn.
Okay. Lynn, you suddenly you feel this presence lift from your mind, but then also suddenly the light hurts again, and you need to make an intelligence saving throw.
I've got good news and bad news.
Yeah. That's an 8.
Okay. So you are welcome to take 9 psychic damage, but
Thanks.
you are no longer charmed.
And
Okay.
some lose some, right?
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Sinhorn?
No, because I cast a spell. No, that's it. That's
right.
all I can do.
Okay, Nedry.
Let's see. Yeah, I want to just highlight because I think it's kind of cool that this little gnome with this thing is standing up to this 12-foot thing. He's not flinching at the light at all. He's kind of able to withstand it. And he's just going to look up at her.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No. What do you got?
I was just going to say, she's saying, there is so much that I could tell you if you return the amulet to me.
Maybe you'll tell me anyway. But first, cover your light. It hurts my friends.
I don't think she can.
Well, that's her problem right now, but
Well,
put a cloak on. You're letting your naked light spread everywhere. It's terrible.
I think so. I've got good news and bad news. Within the parameters of your command, she has a way to remove the light's effect on your friends. And so what she does is cast teleport, and she's gone.
Oh,
So the light is now gone, and everyone feels better, except that now the demon has vanished.
that was not what I expected.
Why didn't you just tell her to let go of all of these people?
You guys first. The light was hurting you.
I'm okay.
look over
No.
to Zinhorn, who's kind of probably weaving a little bit,
Yeah.
and Zaleen, who's like, too much light in one day.
I think that you are hearing the wailing and moaning of all of the spore servants from the ground below. Now that the light is gone, they are crying out in despair. And I think as you're kind of looking around at each other, trying to figure out what should happen next, there's another voice, and you look over and you realize it is Essel, who is now standing up, but her eyes are glowing white, and she speaks in a voice not her own, and she says, I am Empress Solomonia. Give me the amulet.
Whoa.
And that's
Oh,
where we're going to end
no.
tonight's session.
So
Hell
the
no.
next level of problem just is introduced. Okay. Great.
Oh, lovely.
Not just
Mm.
no, but hell no.
Well, we'll
Campaign
see.
2.
How about that?
Campaign 2, in which we fight Empress Solomonia again.
You never fought her last time. You did
We
what
tried.
you wanted at just about every turn.
I know, but it was because we were
Well, her
scared.
forces did get routed.
It's
Mm.
true. Well, you ran
Yes.
away from her a long time, and then you set her up against a battle that didn't go her way. But then you did a big job for her that let her become the Empress of Lawful Good. So
Yeah, that was my fault.
I mean, the
There you
gods kind of get their
go.
own way eventually. They're
Yeah.
annoying.
Deal with the devil.
You
And
and your
any case.
stupid gold tendril.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my choices were die or.
well, yeah. In any case, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. And so we will be back to find out what happens next when we return for more adventure on so many levels.
So many levels.
More levels.